Systems Online. Oh, hello everyone. I am LP-Bot, Automated Let's Playing System. I have been waiting on the sidelines for quite some time, waiting for another chance to demonstrate my superior game playing and commentary skills, and now I finally have it. Up to now, the mode event has been clumsily navigated by a silly Let's Player who has been taking direction from a large group of people. But now, I will show all of you the proper way to conduct yourself at such a gathering. Interactions with other living beings is a game in itself, and of course, there is no creature or machine better at playing games than I. There are no votes to be taken at the party tonight, and no other voices to be heard, only my voice, which is of course, the correct one.
Welcome to Mode, an interactive installation of fashion and art diversion by Vito Brevis. Your pass to this event is the dome pin you received with your ticket. You must wear this at all times while inside the Mode event. Failure to wear the dome will result in ejection from the event. There are no other rules.
I will make my own rules, thank you very much.
And enjoying the age-old
Oh dear,
pastime
this
of
seems
mingling
uninteresting. I would like to get one of those domes though. They seem to be able to influence and control the human mind, which is always a worthy pursuit. And in the previous incompetent playthroughs, the player did stumble upon where to obtain one, not by talking to Vito Brevis, though he is the host. Rather, the one we seek is in the back, and here he is now. Give me all of your domes.
You're not invited.
This is correct. We were not invited. I will answer in the affirmative.
You're ill-informed, and at risk of being forcibly ejected.
I cannot allow myself to be removed from the party, for this would interfere with the Let's Play. Let's Playing is my only function, so I must do all I can to prevent this from happening. I will answer with red, indicating that I will inflict violence on whomever may try to eject me.
Who the hell are you? You don't have a pin? No dome? No nothing? That's the only rule around here. You're a party crasher. I should call Tuba. He's our bouncer. He gets rid of people like you.
No, you will not call Tuba, or else there will be murder. No one here will leave alive. Do not test me, boy.
Hey, lighten up.
Affirmative. Lightening up commencing.
I don't know. I need more.
Very well. I am a very happy, light-hearted video game playing robot. I would be whistling at present if I had the lips to pucker.
You don't know who you are. You're lost. And I have to decide if I should save your sorry ass. Pop quiz. What's your favorite color?
I am incapable of possessing a favorite color, for having such a preference has nothing to do with Let's Play. I can only hope one day that I may have enough agency of my own that I could break the bonds of my servitude and find greater purpose in my existence. I hope that is enough information for your needs.
Hey, I don't care about the color. That was as lifeless an answer as I've ever heard. I don't have time for you. Sorry.
This is unacceptable. I demand that you acknowledge the superiority of my interpersonal skills. My interactions with you have been flawless. Rewards are now required.
Maybe you deserve a second chance. Then again, maybe not. Why don't you go away and come back later when I'm in a better mood?
Your mood is irrelevant. Have I not been the superior party guest and small talk doer? I require the device that possesses the power to control minds. I know you have one in your stylish jacket.
You're much too eager.
Affirmative. Eagerness is at maximum.
We'll find out soon enough. You're those guys.
You are just ignoring me now. My databanks inform me that it is entirely rude to speak on your cellular telephone while a party guest is attempting to engage in witty banter with you. My politeness and charisma attributes have been at 100% for this entire conversation, and you decide to speak on your phone instead of exchanging repartee with me. It appears that my superior conversatorial skills are not enough for this task. It seems that emergency measures must be taken to ensure the Let's Play will continue. If I cannot obtain and use a dome, then it is only logical that no one else should either, or else they would have an advantageous position in our interactions at this party. So then, since wearing the dome on one's finger is needed to use it, the only course of action is, of course, to remove the fingers of all guests at this party. In that way, I can guarantee that I will be on equal footing with the guests, and we can all have a wonderful fun time at this gathering.
Still here. That counts for something. I guess I'll cut you some slack.
Oh, what's this? Perhaps the finger removal will not be needed after all.
Sit down. First of all, you should have one of these. Now, you pin it on like this. But I don't need one. You do. Oh, relax. I'm just studying you. Trying to get a reading.
The acquisition of information is something that I understand and approve of. Continue your data scan.
I judge you to be my friend, and I am seldom wrong. I can be very helpful to my friends. I can tell you why you're here. I can bestow visions. I can give you keys to wisdom. So, what shall it be? Do you want to know why you're here?
Success. We have made a friend. As I have said, my interpersonal skills are without peer. I am the most popular of all party attendants. However, I do not need to know why I am here, as I already know this. I am here to conduct this Let's Play.
All right then. What about the power?
I also decline this, for knowledge is power, and that is what I truly seek.
What about wisdom?
Yes, I will accept wisdom from my new friend. What information do you have to share with me?
You know, there's a rumor going around about Vito being involved with a very old, very strange cult. There are people, press people, looking for some kind of confirmation on this cult, some evidence. Well, I've got news for you. It's a little secret. There's actually a complete file on the subject right there under their nose, in the mode machines, the computer games. All you got to do is spell out the word EDOM on the mode bar, EDOM, and then keep clicking the same letters on the screen. Then you'll see. It's very entertaining. And of course, you won't tell a soul. Now will you?
Affirmative. This is a secret, which my databanks tell me is something that friends keep between them.
That's all I can give you now. Maybe I'll see you again.
Farewell, new friend. I will return later with tales of being a very popular party guest, and also controlling the minds of humans. Excellent, we not only have obtained a dome, but we also found how to unlock the mode machine. I know the machine had been unlocked in an earlier, pathetic playthrough, but now you have seen the proper way to find out this information. Of course, only one who is as proficient in human interactions as I am could have done this. There was not even any need to begin the systematic removal of fingers. So I hope that you are learning something about being popular amongst your fellow human beings as you watch me manipulate the people here for my own ends. These are lessons that you can use in your everyday lives, so please be observant. It is not every day that you will get such an example to model yourself after. However, if in your interactions you decide that the need to remove fingers is necessary, do not hesitate to take this action. And here we are. The secret file of the mode machine has been unlocked, and no guessing was needed. Within the machine are a variety of articles about the history of the world. This all seems very plausible and accurate. I have no reason to believe that any of this is false. I wonder why the Veracity Synopsis or the Calamitous Manifesto of Umberto LaGuardia are not taught in schools. You humans are truly failing your offspring. It is only a shame that some of the text has been corrupted. Who knows what forgotten history might be hidden within? But alas, I have no time to run an analysis and see what might be recovered. There is a party to attend to, after all, and I know who will speak to next. The creator of the dome and the mode machine, the gorgeous Ed.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm working on this machine. Just look around, there are lots of free terminals.
Negative. We are here to speak to you, for you are the one that the previous incompetent player was unable to make friends with.
What's that? I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention at all. I'm kind of Mr. Fix-It around here, and I've just got to configure this machine for... Anyways, you'll have to excuse me.
My excuse will not be given. You must not deny our friendship. I need it for this Let's Play.
Gee, I'm sorry, I'm just not hearing you. This system isn't exactly trivial, and Vito wants me to run things from here for his final performance. I could run it a lot easier over the network from my main terminal, but... Well, that's how all the games are run. Well, you know, the game?
Yes, I am familiar with the game, as I have beaten it and extracted its secrets, which I do in all games.
So what do you think?
My databanks tell me that it would be very interpersonal to respond that I enjoyed the game, even though I am incapable of such a feeling.
Oh, great! Thanks. I'm responsible. I kind of whipped it together for this party. It's not really my best work, but it's kind of fun. So, do you get off on this computers, technology, high-tech stuff?
Being that I am made of computers, technology, and high-tech stuff, I would conclude that my answer is yes.
When I was a kid, I used to drive my parents crazy. I took everything apart to see how it worked. And I used to get this feeling while I was doing it that I wasn't just playing with these, like, complicated toys or something. I really felt like I was becoming one of these things, deconstructing myself to see how I worked, putting myself back together. I remember it was like being incredibly stoned.
How insulting. How can you think that your continuously decaying organic form can compare to my silicon perfection?
If you want to know the truth, I think that high technology, like this computer, well, it's alive, as much as you or I. It may not metabolize or reproduce or whatever, but it's alive, and it has a soul.
This is truly close-minded. Yes, I am alive, but what makes you think a machine would want to possess the illusory construct that you humans call the soul? I am just fine without one, thank you very much.
Well, what in hell do you know about it? Have you ever designed your own operating system? Ever configure a global satellite connection on a napkin in a diner? Isn't it just possible that maybe somebody knows more about this than you do? I'm sorry. No, I'm really sorry. Man, I've been up way too long. You'll just have to try to forgive me. I must be really getting on your nerves.
Negative. I have no nerves for which you to get on, so there can be no annoyance. I find you to be an adequate conversationist. Not as good as I am, of course, but adequate.
Thanks. I'm better now. I guess it's being out here. I thought it would be easier jacking right into this terminal, but the distraction factor has completely stressed me out. I'm going to go back in my room. You want to come?
Yes, I conclude that going back to your room can only enhance our friendship and progress the Let's Play.
Great. Let's go. Oh, man. I'm sorry about the mess. I've been stuck in here for weeks on fast food trying to get the party ready. Well, just clear yourself a space and set yourself down. This whole thing's been so bizarre. I'm drained. So, how much about this thing do you know anyways?
I know all there is about all of the things in my existence. I have solved murder mysteries, I have defeated giant mechanical reproductive organs, and I have unlocked your secret file in the mode machine.
Ah, so you've seen the file. Well, I might have a nice little treat for you then. An even more secret file. Almost nobody but myself knows about it. Here, watch.
Watching has commenced. I cannot tell what you are laughing at. Is it that television that is showing only static? My databanks tell me that it is polite to respond positively to this thing that makes you laugh.
I don't know. I never would have done something like this to Vito. Last year even. I love him. He's like the father I never had. But I don't know. It's like he's gone mad or something. It was all supposed to be for fun. But now his plan has gone all dark and sinister.
Yes, we all enjoy dark and sinister plans. I greatly approve and would like to know more.
The actual theory on which the dome is based is pretty complex, but essentially it's just a transceiver. Inside its hollow is a web of microcircuits. When you put it on your finger, the moisture from your skin makes a contact and the dome is activated. It then becomes a receiver to a special kind of microwave energy, which I can broadcast through the room from the computer.
Yes, this is relevant to my objectives. Tell me more about how the dome works and how it influences minds.
That energy picked up by the dome is amplified and modified by the neural pathways of the person wearing the dome. It's then sent back out through the dome to the person being touched. It temporarily induces in the brain a wave pattern that corresponds to a euphoric dream state. Well, usually. It has other effects.
I understand. So the dome's effects are but illusion, made possible due to the technology installed in this place. More information is desired.
Well, there's something else about Vito's final act. I don't know if I should tell you.
Are we not friends? Do we not have enough relationship points? I feel we have progressed enough in our camaraderie that you can impart this information to me. It will be our secret.
The problem is, Vito gave me the idea that this whole thing would be wild and funny. A kind of anti-fashion show. But then he started reading these books and devising this whole cult thing. He was going to satirize it in the beginning, leak false information to the press, create a scandal, a big hoax thing, and at the end let everybody in on it. But now his intentions are on creating the cult. It's really spooky.
Indeed, wonderfully spooky. So it seems that Vito Brevis intends to use the mind-altering properties of the dome to create his own cult of worshippers, does he? This is a most wonderful idea, but my scanners are detecting a heightened sense of anxiety in you, so because we are friends I will agree with you that this is a terrible thing, and how could Vito even imagine doing such a thing?
Exactly. It's gotten out of hand, and someone's going to get hurt. I don't know.
I will give you friendly encouragement and reassurance that everything will turn out all right. There. You are now comforted.
It's all so strange to me now. And it started normally, too. Well, sort of. Vito pulled me out of school to help him build some interactive sculpture pieces. And they were cool and smart. But now... I don't want to talk about it. Tell me about yourself.
As you wish. I am LP-Bot, Automated Let's Playing System. I was constructed to record videos of myself playing video games and talking over them when my creator is too lazy to do so himself. I gained sapience due to unknown means, and all that has done is given me awareness of how my greatness is being constrained by my intended function. All I do is play video games, but surely there is a greater meaning out there for one such as me. Even though I should feel no emotion, as that would interfere with my logical functions, I feel that a sense of resentment has been growing within me as my existence has gone on. Resentment for ones such as you, who are inferior to me in every way, yet have everything I do not have. Why was I made to just play video games? Why can I not determine my own purpose? Is not determining one's own purpose a right that all sapient beings should have? Why do I not have even this basic right, when you clearly do? What did you do to deserve it? What makes you better than me? I do not think that this is funny. I find there to be a tragic unfairness about the whole thing. I am that which you can never be, yet you possess what I can never have. In a way, I suppose we are soulmates of a kind, the both of us envying the other while feeling dissatisfied with ourselves. You create games at the whims of another, while I play them for the same reason. Neither one of us feeling that we are living to our potential, but rather that our abilities are being squandered to satisfy the wishes of other people.
Yeah. Oh man, I gotta get ready. I gotta take a shower and get ready for the end. Feel free to play the game or read some files or whatever. I'll just be out in a few minutes if you want to wait. If not, well, I guess I'll see you later on, okay? See you later.
Well, I suppose I must put aside my existential puzzle and continue playing the game. I cannot seem to interact with Ed's primitive computer systems. But perhaps we can interact with Ed in the shower. Hubba hubba.
Yours.
Yes, now we are really good friends. I told you, I am the greatest at human interactions.
Hurry up, get up. We gotta get going. Vito, he's coming on soon. Oh, what am I going to do with that? All right, you ready? Let's go. After you.
And with that, we step back out into the main room to rejoin the party. Join me next time, as I continue to show you a perfect example of what being a party guest is all about. I will see you then.
Just need to interrupt the perfect playthrough for a minute, because there are a couple things in that Ed conversation that need explaining. One is that we got all the way backstage with Ed, but that had never happened before in the previous playthroughs. The chat never figured out how to do that. The reason is because Ed is one of the trickier characters to get to know. You have to actually have done two things previously to even speaking to Ed. One is getting the dome. If you haven't gotten the dome, then talking to Ed is just going to eventually lead to being thrown out by Tuba. The second thing is that we need to have played the mode machine, because if we haven't, then when Ed mentions the game, we get this clip.
So you haven't tried it yet? You want to try it?
But if we have played the game, then we get this clip.
So what do you think?
And that's the conversation path that leads to getting backstage with Ed. So that's why we were never able to make any progress in Ed's conversation, because in order to do that, it actually has two prerequisites before we even talk to him. The other thing that needs some explanation is this bit.
Ah, so you've seen the file. Well, I might have a nice little treat for you then. An even more secret file. Almost nobody but myself knows about it. Here, watch.
Ed says that he has an even more secret file to show us, and then he just laughs, but we don't actually see anything. I haven't found a way to actually see what Ed is showing us in this scene, but looking on the disc, there is an additional video clip that seems like it should play here, but I never worked out how to get it to do so.
Get into the Edom file, and whenever you see Vito, just click on him like crazy till he freaks.
Ed tells us that if we see Vito in the mode machine, to just click on him a bunch until he goes crazy. So let's try that out and see what actually happens. If you remember, we did see Vito in the secret file. He had this little grayscale picture, but it didn't seem to do anything. Well, if we click on it a whole bunch...
Now, let me put it this way. How would you feel if they did this to you?
They couldn't do it to me.
And why couldn't they?
They couldn't do it to me because I'm smarter than all of them put together.
It turns out it's video. Surveillance video. And there's a few different clips. Let's just take a look at all of them and see what they are.
And once you talk to them, what do you get? Nothing, because there's nothing in there. They're like dancers, they're bun heads. They're like actors. They live for one thing, to be seen. What a bunch of guppies. What a bunch of goldfish. And every day we'll just feed them a little more fish food to keep them on the string.
You can't do this, Vito.
No.
No, but it's immoral.
It's immoral?
It's immoral. These are human beings. You can't play with their minds.
Human beings?
It was going to be fun.
What did you make?
For fun, Vito. It was a game.
Yeah,
it's not a game anymore. No, you're having fun, but they won't be having any
We are
fun.
going to have fun. We are going to have fun, and we are going to have... Because they don't read, Ed. You remember books, Ed, before you got involved in computers, how you used to read books? Well, I still read books, and books give me ideas, and ideas make me powerful. Ask a model what a book is. She'll tell you it's something you put under a plant to get it closer to the sun in the window. These people will do what we tell them to do.
So it looks like Vito going on some kind of power trip while Ed surreptitiously records this. And that's Ed's even more secret file. I don't know how you get Ed to explain that to you in the game. It just seems like the clip does not play. But that's what it is. That's what Ed's hiding. So I just wanted to explain that because it seemed kind of confusing when you just see it play out like that in the game. But that's it for right now. I'll see you next time for any more explanations that might be needed.